Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Tuesday morning trading room. We'll get the screen share going on. Yesterday, a bit of a quiet day, really. Dismal trading yesterday. Really tough slogging. The overall market moderately bullish, although the daily candle here a little bit deceiving. The day range itself not that broad, relatively sideways. Here we are starting the day pretty much where we left off. You'll notice that the volume declining as the market goes up. That's not usually what you want to see. Normally you want to see volume moving or supporting the direction the market is moving. So we're taking a little bit of a hit here off of 8,000, and that's suggestive that maybe the sellers are getting a little interested in shorting. Maybe. You'll see I've got my Geiger counter back. I forgot all about the Geiger counter when I loaded Ninja 8 all this time. Anyways, we do have the Geiger counter for Ninja 8. Those of you who have the Geiger counter and you want to move over to Ninja 8, just so you know, it is available. Right now, let's see, have we got our first in-sync signal? Yes, I suppose we could have taken one of these down here. The Raptor looking a little bit bearish. I'm not really encouraged by all this candy striping here in the background. Signals flip-flopping back and forth. But the trend does seem to be down or slightly down. Trade forecaster saying we will be in trend mode or should be in trend mode for the better part of opening range here this morning, and then we're moving into scalp mode. So yikes, sounds like maybe more of what we saw yesterday. Anyways, I think I'll give them a few minutes here to settle in. Really not keen to do anything stupid. At least not too early. Okay, we're back here into the hard edge a little bit. And as such, we might see a reaction. May hold on here a little bit longer before I commit to anything. It is still very early in the day. The Bollinger Suite here getting a little bit bullish pretty much across the board. The Hawk did give us a first micro macro cross signal, so the Hawk definitely bullish. The Falcon here with a trend change signal. The Eagle and Raptor still bearish, so we're seeing some conflict in the signals. All right, here we go. We got that number 3 signal. All right, here we go. We're getting the number 3 signal. We do have a second push opportunity on it. All right, well, look at this. We got ourselves a number 2 signal. There's actually a little bit of follow through now. Kind of still that back and forth that we've been seeing. What time is it? Oh, we're almost at the quarter to the hour mark. My least favorite time of the day to trade. And the reason I'm holding off here a little bit is just we got a little bit of conflict in the signals. There's the eagle here is bearish, the raptor moderately bearish. We're back into the hard edge where we should anticipate a reaction of sorts. The hawk, let's see, did it get up to its profit objective? No, I think the hawk is still sweating the trade. We have another first micro macro cross signal right here. The falcon with the trend change also fighting to get a little bit higher. What I suspect is we might drift up here a little bit, see another move lower. That might give us a test of the extreme, and then the market will decide. So it's looking as though prices may try to drift a little higher here. Maybe I think I'm going to give them a few more minutes here to sort things out. I might consider, well, the falcon may be producing another buy signal here. I might consider that. And I would probably buy above that swing high. I'm not sure I would. Well, it depends where the signal prints. The signal's probably going to print near that swing high anyhow. Ray's asking, good morning, Eric. Is there a Ninja 8 version of the Profit Finder? You know, Ray, the Profit Finder, the Trade Manager, those two programs, very sophisticated programming required. And unfortunately, when Ninja 8 went or developed their software and they built it from the ground up, they screwed up both those programs. So unfortunately, no, we don't have a profit finder for Ninja 8. It is on the to-do list, but I don't have an ETA for that. And Ray, no, I did not get your email, so I'm gonna have to go hunting for that. Let me look for that right now. Did you just send that email recently? I don't see it here. All right, well, hold on. We got filled on the order here, so I'll pay attention to this right now. And we're looking for a little bit of an uptick, a little short-term test of this trend line. And depending on how you're looking at the market, what your perspective is, this may be a long-term uptrend or short-term counter trend. Ray, I'll have somebody get in touch with you regarding that. Yeah, that's the right email, eric@indicatorwarehouse.com. I just did a search for an email with your name in it, and I didn't see it come up. But that's all right. I'll get somebody to get in touch with you. Okay, here we are trading in slow motion again. Oh, there it is. I just found it. How did I overlook that? Yes, I will have Jason or someone get in touch with you. Come on, let's go. This is typical of summer trading. Usually it doesn't really start bogging down like this until August. But what can you do? Now seeing a little bit of a pullback. Okay, here we go. Getting a little bit of a bullish pushback now. I just threw the trend line in there to give me an idea where that might be. Come on, get up over that high and I can start to roll up my stops. Come on, yes, stinkers. Wow, what a struggle here this morning. Come on, get going. Let's go. Wow. Well, I really don't want to see the market pull back too far from here, so I think I'm going to roll my stops up at least a little bit. If we can get over this little swing high, there should be some follow through. Man, this whole 79.87 zone, very sticky right now. Next bullish push, I think, might be all we're gonna get. Come on, buyers, where are you? I know you're around here somewhere. Well, like I said, we need one more bullish push here. If we don't get it, well, it could be a little problematic for my trade. Shoot. So we got ourselves a nice little trend line break here. And the buyers now deciding to show up. This is typically why I like to stay at least 2 swings back. This is a better swing down here because these two are very close together. I think I'm going to get tagged, and I think I'll just take my medicine. Yeah, there we go. Well, while the trade didn't work out, it wasn't a terrible trade. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Trend line bounce right pretty much on the number. So I might have showed up here a little bit too early. This now the test of the extreme of these lows. We may well yet see another rally. See, look at this. Stinkers. They drifted low enough here to tag me out. Had I gone with my deeper stop, I would still be in this trade. Not necessarily a good thing as we're trying to work a trend change signal here to the short side. But I think it's important to remember that your stop is only a loss if it gets hit. A deeper stop, of course, less likely to get hit than a tight stop. All right, if the buyers dig in here, we're going to have a test of the extreme. I will try one more attempt to the long side, and if that fails, well then I'm going to have to consider a short. Oh, although we are getting in line here on the short side, aren't we? We got a few things coming together. So we could look at doing a second push on this eagle signal down here, this green bar sell. We're going to produce a trend change signal at the same time here on the falcon, right down here below this low. Actually, let's take a look at that eagle opportunity a little closer. So I'm basically just using this reaction here now as my second push opportunity. Are they going to give it to me? Okay, well, we've got a few confirming signals here. We're going to produce at least an early number one signal in the Raptor. We're going to get a trend change signal here in the Falcon. We already have our first micro macro cross in the Hawk, and we're going to get a second push opportunity here on the Eagle. So I'm halfway liking this trade, and I think if it reverses from here, I will leave my order in on the buy side. In fact, I'll even tighten it up a little bit. Okay, so here now we're going to produce the number one signal. We're in sync with the Bollingers. Let's see if the Geiger counter doesn't come down here a little bit. I feel better if the Geiger counter needle was getting reddish. I will go for the deeper profit target. There we go. Okay, so the Geiger counter needle is red now. And that should give us at least a little bit of follow through. I'm going to go with the bigger eagle target just because I took the earlier loss, and maybe I can offset the loss and maybe even produce a little profit on this trade. And if this one goes south on me, well, then I think it's probably a good time to consider packing it in. At least for the day, maybe not permanently. Okay, well, showing some promise here. Oops, spoke too soon. Okay, a little swing. All right, a little bit closer. We've got the primary support zone to deal with here, which is close to the, I guess that's the low of the day, opening low. I don't know, is it too ambitious to go for the next support line? I should probably take my profit if I can get it. Oh, we're getting a little momentum here now. All right, I'll take my trade down to break even. Oh, maybe I'm going to start to jam this a little bit. There we go. Got a little bit of a flinch near the profit target, but I believe that was enough to offset the earlier loss. All right, well, we may have a clue as to the market's direction at this point. We may actually be seeing a market that's a little bit more bearish. At least for the short term. All right, the market did get down here to the support zone. I'm glad I took my profit when I did. We're getting a little bit of a pushback now off of the morning low and the support. Geiger counter getting a lot more bullish, as are the Bollingers. Don't know if I'm quite ready to commit to a buy yet, but if we see a little test of the extreme here in a number 2 signal, I might give it one more attempt. All right, we're definitely okay. We got our hawk a little bit bullish, the falcon a little bit bullish, the raptor and the eagle both back into the hard edge. Okay, we're making a little bit of a retest here. That's going to confirm the trend change signal. All right. We've got a possible trend change signal here on the Falcon. The Bollinger Suite getting a little bit more bullish. I'm not fully committed to the buy side yet. We did have this move lower. We're still overall in a very, very broad sideways trading range. But if the setup is right, we might get some bullish follow through here. All right, let's take a look at the signal. Okay, I'm going to throw the order in, and I'm going to anticipate, oh, actually, probably had it right the first time. Signal should print somewhere around there. So we've got a couple of warning dots. We've got our basic trend change signal. I'm just going to take that out of the way in case for whatever reason the bottom falls out. Are we back in the hard edge? Yes, we are. Okay, so we're in the hard edge. That explains some of the reluctance here. Here, maybe we'll monitor it from the perspective of the raptor. Okay, we've got, we've got the green warning dots. We're struggling here at the hard edge. If we come back here now with the sell signal, we're going to produce a number 3 signal, which is your continuation signal. And that, in a way, we have the market in a bit of a bind, well, providing we get that number 3 signal. So what we've seen is a little bit of a sideways trading range. This is the breakout. This is now the retest. And I'm setting up early for the buy based on the Falcon signal or the pending Falcon signal. If the retest holds, the market will continue lower. If the retest fails, the market should continue higher. Okay, well, we've got the green warning dots. Are we getting a signal? Not yet. All right, this is a halfway's number two signal. It won't print as a number two signal because this test of the extreme was not deep enough. But that is kind of what we're looking at here. It is a mild test of the extreme. We're going to come back here with a number two signal, or with a buy signal at any rate. And that's essentially our number two signal. Well, in a way, we don't have the signal yet, but we could anticipate a number three signal here as well. So in a way, we do have this market in a bit of a bind. Okay, here now the number two signal that again is not. Oh, it did print. Sorry, my mistake. I guess the retest was low enough. All right, let's see if we can get any follow through on this. Look at what we're looking at here for a profit target, a very modest little swing target. That's going to take us back near the highs of the day, for crying out loud. That's how tight today's trading range is. All right, let's see here. Where is that darn trend line? Don't tell me I've fallen for the trend line again. Uh-oh. I might have fallen for the trend line again. Come on. So we've got that bear trend line to deal with. Looking for this bull trend line to hold. Well, what's likely to happen is it's likely to breach a little bit, and then that will entice a little bit more buying. But what tough trading here today. My goodness, the last couple of days just been dismal. All right, well, let's hang on here a few more minutes and see if we can't get the follow through. All right, we're getting a little bit of follow through. We're going to get some pushback near these highs. So as we get near the highs, probably about halfway, if we can get halfway, I'll probably start to roll my stops up. Come on, let's go. There we go. All right, I'll take the trade to break even. Oh, yes, stinkers. Look at that. They're pushing back early from the highs. Come on. All right, there we go. Oh, almost. Almost. Come on. Darn it. They're pushing back already. Yeah, nuts. All right. Well, I think we're just looking at more of the same. So I think we're going to close down the trading room here a little bit early. If you are going to hang out, well, we're back in the hard edge. They did not head higher, so there's a pretty good chance that they may try to push to the downside, check out the bottom end of the trading range. But it's very, very tough slogging here this morning. So I think we'll button up shop and we'll try this all again tomorrow. I'll talk to you then. Bye for now.